All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachach Hadash, right? The blindest of apostles knows a great millstone, hope we well and teach well. Big shalom to the hopefully elect out there, push this word, truth, and sincerity, man. Shalom. Hey, look, man, bro, I'm a vivid dreamer, right? I'm a very vivid dreamer, and I'm a frequent dreamer, right? I have super duper realistic dreams, right? Harshly, right? It be violent. I have violence a lot of the times going on. Just shit, all hell breaking loose type shit, right? Now, this one in particular was like in the early days, like the 1,000-year period where the beast was bound, right, by Yahweh Shai. You feel me? Right? The beast was bound, right? The first beast, before this beast, right, was bound about like 400 AD, right? That's when Rome fell, and they was driven forth from among men, right? And it was cried after as a thief, right? And they were sent into the mountains, right? Sent into the caves, right? Took their language from them, took whatever they had from them, right? That we knew of, and we sent them packing, right? Right? Malachi 1, it says, Edom saith, we are impoverished, but they shall build the desolate places, right? The Lord shall say that they shall build, paraphrasing, right? They say they shall build, but the Lord will throw down, right? Right? So that's basically what was going on in his dream, right? So let's bring it into it. Now, this is medieval times, bro. This is basically after Rome fell, several hundred years. I don't know how many times, right? But you know, the football team, the Saints, right? And their logo, right? The three leaves. One leaf is facing the opposite leaf on the other side, and then you got one major leaf that's pointed up, right? Right? We had those logos. We were the Saints, right? You know how I know we were saints? Because on our mantles and our capes and on our armor, right, we had fringes and the border of blue on. Right, that's how I knew that we were the saints, right? You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna bring it off to you. Now, I go to sleep, I wake up, and I'm riding on a horse. I'm riding on a fucking horse in front of a king, bro. In front of a king. Right, he got the fringes on the border of blue and the Saints logo on his shit. Look like he Hispanic a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Right? It's a bunch of black men and Hispanics. Light-skinned brothers. Right? Right? We all walking in ranks of three. Right? We going up a mountain. We going up this mountain and it's cold as shit. It's cold as shit outside. And it's cloudy. It's kind of wet and damp and rainy a little bit, right? Now, we marching, right? So the ranks of three, and the mid rank was horsemen. We had horsemen on the mid rank, right? Left rank was swordsmen and shieldmen. Men with shields and swords and axes or swords or whatever, or with ball and pike on it, right? You know what I'm saying? We got that, right? We riding like that. And then on the right side, we got shieldmen, not shieldmen, but we got archers and swordsmen. We got archers and swordsmen on that side, on the side of the hill. The hill was to the right, right? It was going up, the rock formations. Now, we marching deep as hell. We marching deep. I'm riding behind the king. On horseback. Right? I'm looking at him. He kept his eyes forward. Now, all of a sudden, I see a rock fly from our left. Bah! It hit one of the shieldmen. No, one of the swordsmen. It hit one of the swordsmen and knocked him down, bro. And he like, what the fuck? And we all look like, oh shit. And then we see a rock fly and hit the fucking king, bro, and knocked him off the horse, but it hit his shield. Right? 2 of the footmen picked him up. I got off the horse and I said, defenses. So all the shieldmen put up defenses to the cliff. We put our shields to the cliff, pointed away, right, from the direction where the rock came, the area from the rock, right, the rock throw. Now, I had my archers look up, certain archers look up and make sure we not about to get pounced on from up top, right? The rest of the archers, I have them ready and aim, right? One archer shoots an arrow with fire on it to wherever it hit at, right? Right, that's where we hit at, right? Shoot, right? The arrow hits, right? And the wind blows, right? Now the area is 2 mountains. Mountains with trees, bro. Now, our mountain didn't have trees, but the mountain next to it had trees. Now, when the wind blew, it blew the leaves, and we could see nothing but fucking cavemen, Neanderthals, right? With wood clubs and boulder rocks, and fucking stone hatchets and knives and shit, bro. Now, these motherfuckers look like Edomites, bro. Like so-called white men, but they were fucking hairy as shit. Blonde hair, fucking brown hair, all over their body like Chewbacca. We like, what the fuck? Well, I'm like, what the fuck? I'm pretty sure all the rest of those men, they knew what was going on. Because what the fuck we doing marching in the mountains for, bro? We Jake, bro. We ain't about to be marching in the fucking mountains in the cold and shit. We about to be goddamn chilling, right? So we was at war. There was nothing but warriors, bro. No women, no children, no nothing. All 20 and above, right? We all marching. Now, we hear like 2 Edomites, right? And they come and they throwing rocks and shit, bro. They throwing rocks, bro. So one of the arrows hit one of their ass, bro. Right? Like hit in their direction. I wouldn't say it hit them because I didn't see that far. But for some reason, I went out of my body and had a third-person view of all the heathens, bro. I was flying above them. Like, basically, my soul went out my body, and I was flying above them to see what was going on. So I'm looking at these niggas. I'm like, oh, hell no. In this cave, it was thousands of fucking cave dwellers. Thousands of them. Now, we in ranks of 3, bro. That's 1 man or a line, bro. In 3 lines, bro. Versus thousands, bro. Now, we probably had thousands, but we on a small stretch road on the side of a fucking mountain cliff. Marching. That's how, look, from, I say about 3 yards, that's how big it was. No, 1 yard, one football yard on the football stadium, right? That's how big the road was. And then you got the grass that's on the side of the road. So that takes all away from the yard, right? Right? Number 10 off of football. I'm not a sports person, so I'm trying to do as best as I can to describe this shit, right? Right? So these Edomites, they start throwing more rocks. Defensive lines, we already got the shieldmen up, right? We mounted off the horses, right? Right? They throwing rocks at us, bro. We got on blue capes with blue ribbons on our fringes, bro. Yo, so I got my braids, right? I got my braids on, right? I ain't got no helmet on, bro. Right? I got them. All defensive lines went front line. I went to the first rank, right? I had the shieldmen hold up a shield wall. Archers come to our left. Swordsmen to our right, right? I was a swordsman, so I was to the right, right? Protect the king. The king just got knocked off the horse, right? This is what was going on. We're the saints in this predicament. Now, all of a sudden, we hear a whole bunch of motherfuckers coming out the woods, bro, from the valley, right? It's two close-ass mountains, right? We in a fucking valley, bro. These niggas is coming, crawling up the mountain, bro, with they fucking bare feet in their hands, bro. Some of them got using one hand with hatchet, some of them using billy club, some of them using rock, bro. They grabbing the rock off the ground, off the side of the mountain, and trying to do some shit, right? So we fighting, bro. We fighting these niggas. We fighting. We knocking them niggas off the cliff. The shieldmen with Sparta bump with the shield, like Leonite, knock them down. Right? Swordsmen will come swipe up and down, right? Or swipe over the shield and poke, stab, or jab with the sword, which I was doing. I was doing all of the above with the sword. I was just with the sword, right? Now, I had the biggest sword. I was the general, right? And I had the fire blade. Now, in a dream in my previous channel on YouTube, I was given a fire blade by Yahushua personally, right? Fighting these motherfuckers, bro. That was like, from this time period, it would have to be later on in time, right? But I did have a fire blade, right? It wasn't actually on fire, but it was a giant sword with fire on it, right? Engraved in it, right? Right? So I'm goddamn killing them niggas, bro. I'm on the curve of the mountain. We on the curve, bro. You know how U is? We on the curve, big U, a wide U, right? It's not a perfect U, but it's wide, right? We on the mountain, and that's where they're running up the most. That's the place where they can actually travel fastest to us, right? So when we fighting these niggas, bro, it's thousands of these fucking creatures, bro. Thousands of Neanderthals. So we striking them down, bro. Fucking shieldmen, swordmen, archers. Shieldmen, swordmen, archers. Right? We holding defenses, bro. Then we got archers in the back. Right? And we got an extra line of swordsmen behind us. Right? Now, the king is being protected. I don't know what the king was doing. I was too busy in the front line fighting. Right? Too busy in the front line fighting, bro. You know what I mean? But by the time we was done killing them motherfuckers, bro, we killed all of them. As many as we could. And we captured one of their leaders. Right? This nigga had a satanic vibe going on, bro. He was a Satan, a witch doctor or some shit, bro. This nigga had an Edomite goddamn... Bro, he had... Fuck, what kind of crown he had, bro? He had a red crown, bro, with Satan symbols on it, bro. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm totally against this nigga. This nigga is my rival. I ain't fucking with this nigga, bro. This nigga, like, we got him, and we torturing this nigga. We beating his ass. Right, the king beating his ass, bro. I'm not touching him. I'm just watching. King's interrogating this guy, bro. The motherfucker can't speak whatever we were speaking. Right? He can't speak our language, bro. So he's like, I'm like, fuck it, let's just kill him. Right? So I go up on him. Right when I'm about to stab this nigga in his heart. Like, damn heathen. Bro, he fucking wakes up. He fucking wakes up, bro. That shit was fucking crazy, bro. Right? Because I moved my arm in my sleep. And it woke me up. Right? Right? Bro, I realized goddamn about to stab this guy, man. Stab him the fuck up. Woke up. That shit was crazy, bro. We had on Knight's armor. I had on the same night armor that I had when Yahushua changed my body, bro. Right? Now, it wasn't golden, because Yahushua changed my armor to golden armor with muscles and shit. Right? I was having the same silver, but this time it wasn't beat up, and my hair was perfectly done. Right? In the previous dream a year ago, which I believe this is not a continuation, but a pre-dream. You know what I'm saying? It was a pre-dream. Before what happened, right? Now, dealing with Yahushua, he seen me, right, when I turned around, and he was happy with me. And I saw him, I looked him in his eyes, in his red eyes, and it glared, and I dropped dead. I dropped dead, fell on my face, boom, sleep. Gave up the ghost. I gave up the ghost when I saw the Lord. He told me, get up, my son. I got up, looked at him again, could not believe my eyes, bro. Yahushua, this is the second time I was able to see Yahushua in a dream. Dropped dead, bro. Boom. Hit the fucking floor, bro. Face plant. Dead. I get up again. After he touched me on my shoulder, like, get up, my son. I get up. I don't die no more because he touched me. Right? Right? He looked me dead in my eyes. His eyes looked like fucking 2 twin hyper red giants. That's what his eyes looked like, bro. Eyes is a flame of fire, bro. Bro, I'm like, oh shit. Bro, I was terrified when I seen that, bro. I was terrified. Right? He said to me, I give you the power to defeat Satan. Right? And he touched me on my right shoulder again. And I felt like, you know how Thanos put the 6 infinity stones, right? The 5, 6 infinity stones, and it just made the rainbows go up his goddamn body. Bro, that's how I felt, bro. It felt like that, bro, right? Bro, I ain't never felt nothing like that in my life, bro. I felt that. I felt that power surge through my body, bro. I felt the power surge through my body. Bro, and I let out a fucking scream, bro. Like fucking Broly, bro. When he transformed in the old Broly, the 1990s Broly. When Vegeta pissed him off, bro. Bro, and transformed into a fucking golden knight. An immortal golden knight with a crown over my head. And I was blessed with a lion shield, right? And a fire blade. With the name of the Lord on it. Right? Now, before that, I had on silver armor just like I did in this dream. Right? And fringes with the border of blue with blue on. Which was the same thing I had on in that dream, bro. Which is crazy. Right? I don't really understand. I really don't. But that's crazy, man. It's real fucking crazy, man. Right? I take it as like this is probably my past life. This is right, because I was just riding in the car yesterday. Right, this is probably my past life. We riding on fucking horses and mountains and shit, and it's cold. And we see boogeymen. We see fucking Edomites. Upon thy belly thou shalt go, Edomites. These motherfuckers was crawling. They were fucking crawling, bro. And I'm looking like, what the fuck, bro? Oh, hell no. The fences right now. Protect the king, right? Yasha Allah, protect the king, Yasha Allah. We cannot afford to lose. I don't know what the fuck was going on. We was hunting. We was on a war party or some shit, right? We was all armored up. This wasn't no fucking goddamn meet and greet. It wasn't. This was a war hunt. No women, no children, no fucking trinkets. Nah, it was straight up battle gear. Right? We was at war. And guess who showed up? Our enemy, Esau Edom, bro. Right? He dwelt in Mount Seir. He dwelt in the Caucasus Mountains. Yep. Sure did. Right? Right, so hey man. I don't know what this out. Hey, this is a cool little dream that y'all can understand. Right? I don't really understand it, but I mean maybe another brother could, you know what I'm saying? I don't really get it, but shit. It is what it is, bro. But hey, I didn't die. Right? No casualties. There was no casualties. Bro. None. Right? We won the war. Right? We won that battle. I don't say we won the war because I don't know what the fuck happened after that. Right? I do know what happened. So if this is a continuation, then we did lose the war. It was 13 of us left when Yahushua pulled up on me. And we was beat up, bro, and mangled, bro. We was hurting, bro. And by the time that the cavemen defeated us, bro, they had armor too, bro. They had armor and a fucking army out of this world, bro. Right? When there's 13 of us, it's 100,000 of them. Bro, 100 fucking thousand, bro. 100,000. Right? And then when they pulled up, they shaved their hair off. They ain't had no hair no more, bro. They were just fucking Edomites with armor on. Bro. That shit was crazy, bro. I think I was old by that time, but I don't know, bro. I don't fucking know. You know what I'm saying? Right? Well, shit, man. Hey, man. Otherwise, this was a fucking cool dream, entertaining to the brothers, right? Inspirational. You know what I'm saying? I like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Rakakadash, Shalom.